Hello, it's Adas,
Hello, Audrey.
and today we are speaking about the ThinkBook and ThinkPad transition for this year.
So as always, we have quite a list of products what we are introducing with the processor change and etc. Some are clean sheet, some are new designs, some are refresh. It might be a little bit confusing this year, but I hope that after this video and our review, you will be able to select correct product what you can offer to your customers.
That's why we are having so many demo devices here that we're going to review one by one and clearly identify the path how to select the right device, what are the benefits of each of the devices. So let's start. So speaking about the transition, let's starting with something that we position it as SMB device, a stylish device for mainly younger users that we say is a perfect device if you were not a ThinkPad user yet. So that's a ThinkBook. So we have two ThinkBook like regular devices, 14-inch and 16-inch. This year it's a refresh device, meaning there are no like major changes in terms of how device feel and look. Mainly changes are coming from inside of the device, what's there inside. But one of the feature which user might notice if he was having a yearly device, so the change is coming with the keyboard. Keyboard this time has slightly increased button size. At the same time, it has some softer touches whenever you are using the keyboard. Also, spill-resistant keyboard is coming to the ThinkBooks as well. So spill-resistant keyboard is something that ThinkPad is very famous for. Now you can spill, of course, it's not super good to spill some liquids on the notebooks.
And but liquids, water.
Yes, but if you spill up to 60 milliliters of water on the keyboard, that device will definitely survive and nothing will happen. This year, ThinkBooks has some AI features which can be enabled in Lenovo Vantage software. So system takes telemetry snapshots of user behavior and adapts the system to the best performance and the longest battery life according his like lifestyle or working environment. AI features in the ThinkBook can blur background, auto-frame user, enhance image resolution, and also apply noise cancellation and other features for communication. Speaking about device itself, not what's new compared to the other generations, because user can be a totally new ThinkPad user. So this time or this year's device is coming with Intel Meteor Lake processor. If you choose Intel side, but if you go on AMD side, so it's coming with Rembrandt Refresh 7000 series processor. It has 60:10 aspect ratio, and devices we are bringing to the stocks has 300 nits screens. You can equip this device to up to 64 gigs of RAM, and there are two slots that you can simply like swap, easy to upgrade. It can have up to 4 terabytes of storage, again two drives that you can easily upgrade. It comes with integrated graphics, no like dedicated ones. And the top sellers that we are bringing to the stocks comes with 45 volts of battery. The weight of the device, so this one in my hands is a 16-inch device. So this weighs 1 kilogram and 700 grams. So really light device. And if you go with 14-inch device, that weighs 1 kilogram 380 grams. So again, super light devices for stylish young user. And speaking about the security features, it comes with all the essential ThinkShield features. So it has a TPM that encrypts your data. It has a camera shutter. It has a smart power button with a fingerprint reader. So all the features that the basic user needs. And whenever you are selling a notebook for the user, usually they need some extra stuff. And one of the extra product that we definitely recommend is a backpack. So this one in my hand is a ThinkPad Essential 16-inch Eco backpack. Eco means it's being made from recycled materials, and this one is made from 2 full plastic bottles, so equivalent of 2 bottles. It has 2 compartments. One is like the smaller one that you can simply add all your accessories, and the larger one where you can simply fit a 16-inch laptop and carry it to your meetings wherever. So this backpack is like on the budget, I would say, side. It's a cheaper backpack, but definitely looks really professional.
Okay, now continuing to the next device, and it is ThinkPad E. I have in my hand E16 generation 2. Actually might be a little bit difficult in this our latest lineup to go through generation 1, generation 5 and etc. But we will have a table to share to have a clear a little bit understanding about those. But I have generation 2 E16 in my hands. It is not a new design product, it is a refresh of previous generation. So looking externally, you will not see maybe any differences, only the technologies inside are upgraded or changed. Maybe the only difference what you can notice here might be a keyboard. So there are a bit different buttons in the keyboard. One especially new and exciting thing is the Copilot button, which will launch the Copilot in your Windows environment. And also there is some upgraded F function keys with the different functions with the latest device. So we do have the same aluminum body and some upgraded ports with the higher speed HDMI and a little bit higher speed USB-A ports. Also it has now Harman speakers, so the branded speakers where the expectations of course would be to get a little bit better sound quality. Also, it now has 2 DIMMs of memory, which allows you to upgrade your memories freely wherever you want. And now you will be able to have up to 64 gigabytes of RAM if you need it. Also, a new thing with the E series now is the screen. If you need, you can have up to 400 nits brightness on special configurations. Also, the famous track point now will have a special menu that with a double push you can do some configurations and launch some apps or adjust some settings. Both E14 and E16 will be available with Intel and AMD. Intel is transitioning to Meteor Lake processors. With AMD we will have Rembrandt refresh. And as I mentioned, the possibilities to have 64 gigabytes of memory. It will be dual SSD slots, up to 1 terabyte in one slot. And also all the security features, ThinkShield security features is going to be available on this ThinkPad. And of course, full HD camera with infrared, with the ThinkShutter is going to be available as well. The only downside with this new generation is that there is no be possible to have a discrete graphics anymore. Only integrated graphics on this generation products. As our E series is one of the most popular models, we do tend to think that mostly the office workers are using it, and to have a complete workplace solutions in order to work comfortably near the monitor, we do recommend, of course, to have a separate keyboard working with your E series notebook. So here I have wireless professional rechargeable combo, which is very nice, sleek and light design product talking almost like about a woman, but that's how nice it is actually. We do have very positive feedback from the customers that the ones who try that kind of keyboard will not going back to any other keyboard. So we really encourage to include this to the offers to the customers because they will love it.
And I would say, as we speak about sustainability, and device named as Rechargeable says that you can easily recharge both keyboard and the mouse with USB-C plug. So forget the batteries. I mean, let's go all in with everything rechargeable because it's much more sustainable.
E-Series is targeted to the SMB customers as well. So, Adas, what do you think are the main differences between ThinkBook and ThinkPad E this year?
Yes, as I'm having in my hand ThinkBook 16, Audrus is having ThinkPad E16. So, like, you know, both devices share the same size. I would say it's very even similar, quite similar in terms of weight. But I would say the main thing is the design. And as we position it, ThinkBook for the younger, stylish user, I would say the main user for the ThinkBook is the one who was not yet having a ThinkPad. They might have used other vendor devices. So going with the ThinkBook as a new user is definitely a great choice. Other thing which differentiates ThinkBook from all the rest of the ThinkPads we have is definitely the keyboard. It's not the same keyboard as every ThinkPad shares. There is no red track point, so it's completely different. And I would say if you were the ThinkPad user yet, you might feel a bit tricky to use this keyboard because it's different. But if you were using other brand products, you will love it, especially with this year with all these soft touches that the keyboard is having.
Yeah, I do agree, others, that design is, I think, the biggest differentiator between two products. As you see, that one is gray, this one is black. So the first, what you can notice. And I also tend to agree that the keyboard is definitely the differentiating thing between two products. And if you were a ThinkPad user, you definitely should choose a ThinkPad again, because the red track point and the physical buttons in the touchpad is definitely a key differentiator for the ThinkPad users and something that everybody is using and loving. And price-wise, ThinkBooks are a little bit priced in a lower segment, so customers who is budget conscious, they should also go for a ThinkBook, which are a little bit lower tier products in our lineup.
Continuing with our ThinkPad L series. So in L series we have 3 devices. So L13. L13 is something which is not much changed this year. It's just a refresh device. But the more interesting devices are L14 that I have in my hands and L16. Yes, and as the name indicates, L series is finally having now a 16-inch screen. So now all the ThinkPads shares like the same screen size if we are speaking about the bigger devices. So now all devices are having 16-inch screens. So L16 and L14 this year, the main change is in terms of like sustainability or repairability. So L16 and L14 this year has received the biggest iFixit score, meaning it's very easy to upgrade or to fix the device. Any user actually can easily upgrade battery himself, V1, RAM, SSD or keyboard. So there are support materials in video format and other formats available online, and if something happens or user wants to upgrade the device, he can easily take the cover and upgrade the components himself. It's so easy this year. So other thing that will definitely be visible is coming with the ventilation part. It used to be that the ventilation was on the side, but now the ventilation is on the rear side of the device. So it highly improves the thermal capabilities of the device. The device will stay much cooler whenever you are performing super heavy tasks. L14 and L16, as they are absolutely redesigned this year, is having now a bigger increased trackpad area. So up to 20% bigger space to navigate with your fingers when you are not using any like mouse or external device. L14, just 14-inch device, is having a very special screen this year. So you can have a 3M optical solution display which increase the nits, the brightness of the device by 33%, at the same time consuming 16% less of energy. So this is a unique Lenovo technology that we are having in L series. The other thing that user will notice is slightly different color of L series. So now the color is called Eclipse Black. So it's really black, I would say. And ThinkPads has quite similar black colors. One devices are black, other are slightly blackish. So
I would say for men it's not understandable. It's black, either Eclipse black or Thunderbolt black. It's black.
yeah, but this painting does not leave a fingerprint. So anyway, this is a good improvement in terms of color. Speaking about the L series, it's coming this year with Intel Meteor Lake processor, or again, if you want to go with AMD, so it's coming with Rebrand Refresh 7000 series. 16-inch and 14-inch devices are coming with 60:10 aspect ratio screens. And what's a good point, I would say that now it's a differentiator compared to ThinkPad E series and ThinkBook series if we speak about the top seller devices, because L series is coming with 400 nits screens to the stocks. So it has up to 57 watts of battery. The weight of the device, if we speak about 14-inch, so it's 1 kilogram 390 grams. L16 weighs more, 1 kilogram 810 grams. And really special thing, both thinking about the user experience and about the tenders, I would say, is how much ports this device has. So this year, L14 and L16 has 2 regular USB ports on one side, 1 regular USB port on other side, and 2 USB-C ports here, which one of that is a Thunderbolt port. So in total 5 USB ports, HDMI, and a LAN port. So every single port that user might need is in this device. It can have vWAN as well, so anything you need comes with L series. One note for this year's L series, speaking about the top seller devices, L series finally is coming with 3 years warranty. Again, it's a differentiator compared to E series and ThinkBooks. So 3 years on site is coming with all the top seller L series devices. L series devices is being sold more to like bigger organizations, and we believe that the user of L series is traveling more, going more to the meetings. So what we definitely recommend the user of ThinkPad L series is called ThinkPad Essential Topload, which is also Eco. Eco meaning it's made from recycled materials, and again, this one, essential one, is made from equivalent of 2 plastic bottles, and you can see that ThinkPad perfectly fits in this Topload. So you have one main screen for your devices and a couple more compartments for your accessories. So budget friendly, eco, great Topload for business user.
So it's always a headache why some of the series cost more. So you already mentioned few things why L series is better over the E series what we have, but can you summarize? So why L is better over the ThinkPad E?
Yes, as ThinkPad L series stands like slightly higher compared to ThinkPad E series in the ThinkPad hierarchy, here are the key things why going with the L series. So one of the things is LTE support. So if your customer needs mobile internet, so L series is the first product in the ThinkPad lineup that supports that. Other thing which is important is smart card reader. So ThinkPad L series is coming with that one. Screen-wise, if you can configure ThinkPad E series with 400 nits screen, but it has to be a special configuration, ThinkPad L series is coming to the stock with 400 nits by default. The other thing why going with the L series is the 3 years on-site warranty that now L series is coming to the stocks by default.
Yes, indeed. Notebook E series has only 2 years customer carry-in or depot warranty.
And the ports I was previously saying. So 5 USB ports in L series. Not many users might need 5 ports, but just in case you are the user or you are having a user that requires 5 ports, L series has it. L series has 5 megapixel camera. So in previously mentioned E series or ThinkBook devices, you cannot have 5 megapixel camera. And the feature called iFixit score, where you can easily change components yourself, simply just sells L series itself. So we have reviewed 3 generations, ThinkBooks, ThinkPad E series and ThinkPad L series. I hope it's clearer now how to differentiate the product and which product to sell for the customer. Let's continue the product transition in the next episode.